The schematic is using a lot of abstract data metaphors to explain component parts and relationships rather than to attempt to accurately depict real-world systems. So we call it maybe a schematic map. So things like family trees, organizational charts, circuit diagrams, blueprints, those would all be examples, and I have some here to show you in a minute. So when we do schematics, we want to again simplify, use universally understood symbols, highlight the main relationship, again with blurred boxes, pointer boxes, and again to remove all of that non-essential elements. We don't want to use a schematic when we really need a depiction. So remember that depiction is describing the overall system, and in their schematics we're explaining relationships within the system. Okay? So if there's not a central mission here with our schematics, then it's nothing more than just sort of a table. If we look at on a very basic side, here is sort of a family tree, and you can see some pointer boxes to have some key information to stand out and to be referenced. Here is a diagram, so to speak. You can think of it as maybe a blueprint where we are breaking apart a flashlight. So here you can see that all of the components, but yet this has then been built into a much larger infographic so that we know a little bit about who's using it, and a little bit about candle power and aluminum and all of lumen, what all that is. Here's a very graphical approach to a schematic, and it's sort of a timeline. If you look on the right side, we've got some dates there, and it kind of references the family tree in how it's produced. A lot of visual vividness, if you notice the face and the grass, which isn't noticeable initially. So there's a lot to it. For those seeking that visual vividness, they will look at it for a while. For those looking at that information, they can easily find the information on the iPod and dates.